Hello, Maria here, fourth dimension. Reading for the sign of Leo. If you're new here and just joined, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Please and thank you. It helps my channel grow. You're focused on family. This week, maybe you're trying to get pregnant or you find out that you're pregnant, but this is on your heart this week. There's parenthood, pregnancy, fertility, trying to make it with a partner. Somebody owes you an apology, or there's a riff in your giddy up. There's a hitch in your giddy up. There's somebody seeing a lot of loss, grief, depression, and it's regarding you're the most beautiful person they've ever seen. Not even kidding. They feel this loss. They feel this grief. They are feeling it at a deep level. Maybe they wanted to have a long-standing, I feel like, family plan with you. And the ecstasy is in the reverse. So somebody's no longer chasing the good times. And maybe this person stepped out. We're going to find out. Tell me more. Bottom of the deck. Trapped. Somebody's feeling trapped in this relationship or in this circular dimension you might be in. Tell me more about Leo. It's no longer a fantasy. I feel like they do want to make it... They wanted to make it permanent, but there's a family that has ended. Now they want to come back. They feel like this is a perfect fit. You're a perfect fit. You're always the one. They wanted to work on their money. They maybe have come into abundance. I feel like you are as well. And fruits of labor. They're seeing your glow up, your rise to the top. Success. There it is. Leo, I feel like you are going through your own personal transformation. I feel like you're walking away from things that don't serve you. You're ending a relationship or walking away from a partnership or a family situation dynamic in order to go and find your own happiness. Take it as it resonates. This is not for everybody. It's going to just hit those that it's supposed to. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. Leo is defined as the Nine of Cups in the reverse, Knight of, and this is an upright deck, Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is absolutely exhausted, feeling like lack, totally lack in this situation. They've given to this tremendously. This feels very much like restless, burned out, impulsivity. The Four of Swords in the reverses, and somebody's not taking the time to go within, and they're exhausted. This is deep contemplation over this relationship. Could be a Chariot, it could be a water sign, Cancer card right here, but it means you're making movement in the correct direction after this ending. So if you were dealing, Leo, you're dealing with somebody that it feels like breadcrumbing you. The Six of Swords is you're on to calmer waters. I feel like that's your tribe. You felt like that maybe this was a perfect fit and they're coming back for an apology, feeling very sorrowful. Four of Cups in the reverse, or excuse me, in the upright. Death is in the reverse. Somebody's resistant to change. Somebody doesn't want to make any plans. It's like you were the only ones making plans forward with this person. I feel like you're going through your own personal transformation. I have the Queen of Swords in the upright, and it fell right over perfect fit because I feel like it feels very much like love bombing called out with the Lovers on the side. And I feel like you're coming out of a space of maybe fog where you invested more into this relationship. This is an upright deck, and I got the Ace of Cups in the reverse with the World. Somebody's seeing this as an emotional loss. And forgive me, I'm getting quite a few Leos here that maybe had an ending, and it might have been due to a loss, a personal loss, like the passing of a loved one, a passing of something extraordinary. Somebody might have miscarried, and forgive me, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is that there was a significant loss in this relationship, and it feels very much like it's completed now. It's been accomplished. It's in the center part of your spread. And I feel like the cycle has closed for the betterment of you. I do have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is wish fulfillment for your own stability. And I feel like maybe somebody's going to come and owe you an amends and want to start anew. Fool card right after the World. after the closing of this cycle, and it is for marriage. This is somebody who wants to come in and offer you a full-time gig. Could be marriage, could be a long-term commitment, but it feels very much like marriage. This feels like a fiance pulled back the ring, now they're coming back, or vice versa. Maybe you're just moving forward without this person. 8 of Swords, they're up in their head with this concern that you're moving forward without them. They've invested a lot, they feel they have. I don't believe that it matches your energy though. You're coming in to, thank you for that validation, fruits of labor and fantasy and ecstasy in the reverse. Somebody's coming out of the fog. I feel like this person, it might be a new person, it could be your energy, but the King of Pentacles, wealth, abundance, like this is the new chapter. Is I feel like maybe you or they walked away from the best thing, and now because they saw you in a leadership position, you felt like this was a leader to you. This person had leadership capability. This was your security. This was somehow tied to your future. And now somebody's feeling trapped. And I feel like they can't get out. They're stuck. They're tied down and they can't move. They can't make the move that they wanted to make. And whether that be come towards you, which is kind of what I vibe here. I have the Sun card with the 4 of Pentacles, the Devil card, the Justice card, the 5 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Ooh, Leo, whoever, whatever your situation is, I feel like they want to come forward and make amends. They want to come forward and like correct the rift in the relationship. This was a high, intense relationship of you, I feel, wanting to put all this energy into this situation. You might be dealing with a Libra, you could be dealing with a Leo, you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces. You're the Empress. Somebody misses you and they wanna make amends. They want to move you into this energy. You're already in this energy independently, and that's why I feel like they want to come forward. It feels like you have abundance. I don't know who I'm reading for, but you seem to own your own roost. You're running the show. You're already successful. And now this person that you were making plans with seems to have stepped out, or something got interrupted. And there's a rift. There's a tear in the relationship, and they want to amend it. They want to sew it back together stronger than it was before. I feel like whoever that person is, or maybe it's you, maybe going through some emotional loss, some turbulence, but I feel like this is in the past. This side, this chaotic mess, as you can see the cards are in kind of a pile. It's because it was a little bit turbulent. You might have survived this thing of, is this a relationship? Is this not a relationship? Are we moving? Thank you, forward towards marriage. It's not my baby. Everybody asks, like, it's not my baby, but it's a good friend of mine. So I feel like you're needing to deal with your shadow self. Some of this is insecurity, some of this is sexuality, some of this is addiction, and you're using your inner self to get over this past person, find your happiness, and reserve your energy. 3 of Cups is somebody also wanting to celebrate with you because they still miss you. 5, I'm going to make it a point to change that. 5 of Cups, please. Anything else for Leo? Leo, I feel like I just want to share with you, this person isn't a bad person. I know you might be a little pissed off at this person right now, but at the end of the day, I feel like they're doing the best they can with what they have, and they're just not equipped, nor do they want to break this. Look at this. I changed it out. Y'all saw me. I picked it up, moved it, and it's still here. They're stuck in this grief cycle. They're stuck in this loss. They really miss you. And I feel like they either made a mistake or they created a rift, and it doesn't mean they cheated, but there's a sense of, I stepped out of this commitment. Maybe they're working too much. Maybe their family came first. It doesn't mean it's a third party. It just feels like this is an imbalance over here. Maybe there's an addiction they got to deal with. I'm not sure. It's your reading. I'm not sure. It feels just like there's temptation that is being addressed over on this side. You're dealing with the things, the stuff that is triggering you to rush back and fix this, whatever this is. I have the Ace of Pentacles. You might be given a new opportunity with this person. I don't sense that. I feel like you have a new opportunity on the way. I think the past person isn't quite ready to offer you that pentacle, but it might be right around the corner. Where I have the Temperance and they have the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like you did close this cycle out. I do feel like you moved forward. Things are balancing itself. the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Wands, with the King of Swords, with the Three of Pentacles, with the Magician, with the Page of Cups. I'm taking that one with the Ten of Swords. So whatever they were balancing, or what was ever imbalanced in this relationship, Leo, is now being balanced. So if there was a third party, you're in a situationship for maybe a handful of you, and you were investing more than this person, thinking it was going somewhere, and then if you realized it's not, you stepped away, you balanced and recentered and refocused, and you're still on the healing journey. Trust me, that is evident. But it's also like you're dropping all of these burdens that you were carrying, the deceptiveness, the sneakiness, the betrayal. You're just letting it go. With that Magician and the Page of Cups in the upright, somebody is trying to manifest or taking action on a brand new situation with this Ace of Pentacles. You might be in a new relationship. I kind of get that vibe as you're putting yourself out there. You might also be creating something online, a presence of healing. This thing that was out of balance has given you a fresh set of eyes for you to see what balance looks like. Wheel of Fortune in the upright, Fool in the upright, World in the upright is whatever this was, it is now done. And I feel like it could be a job. It could even be anything significant, family member, but because this isn't a personal reading, although there's quite a few Leos on here, but you're dropping these burdens and you're on your way to victory. I'm not even kidding. You are in the Queen of Wands energy, very magnificent, very, like it took you a long time. Whoever I'm reading for dealt with someone who was wishy-washy and I feel wasn't certain about what you wanted, especially with this Four of Cups here over the family. So, and that was the ending of this situation, because I feel like you invested in something, thought it was going somewhere, and this person wasn't sure what they wanted, or if they said they did, their actions didn't match their words, which put you in a Queen of Swords, right? Which is right here with a, imbalanced Lovers card. I feel like you're entering a brand new cycle. You're giving all 100% into you, and that makes this other person nervous. But they're going to come forward, I think, at some point. I think you've already dropped this burden. They have a strategy to come forward. They're going to tell you about the other person falling off or what have you. That's fair. But I do feel like these burdens are already put down for you. You let this go. You release this, and as a result, you're coming into abundance. Fruits of labor. You've let go of this ecstasy, whatever this is, this good time. You see this as a good time. And you're not obsessing over this person. You're not chasing this person. You're sitting in your abundance and you're ready for the next chapter. Thank you for that validation. Leo, I feel like you are coming out of feeling trapped. You're coming out of a space of worrying. You're moving forward, planning a succession chapter. It's like 2.0. I'm so excited for you. And that Three of Wands is you waiting for your ships to come forward. King of Wands with the Three of Swords in the reverse. You're healing after this energy. And this is you coming into natural leadership. Maybe you're an entrepreneurial, new entrepreneur. You're a CEO, you're leaving a job, you're a leader. You are helping people recover and move into the right direction. And whoever also I'm reading for, Leo, you are very strong. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about Leo. You are extremely enamored and strong. You don't wear your emotions on your sleeve, but you do have them, and they cut deep when they get cut. I feel like you've put up with a lot of mental games. I feel like you've put a lot of love into this person or situation or job, marriage, etc. that didn't serve you. I think you are just getting to the place where you're at like you release this thing, and I feel like you're at a comfortable place now to start something new. And I feel like you have celebrations right around the corner. You are somebody sitting in a space, and forgive me, there's just noise around me. It's a busy day here at the house. But I have the Hierophant with the Two of Swords as somebody with the Knight of Pentacles, with the Ten of Cups, with the Two of Cups. So you might be, and somebody's still thinking about having this honest conversation with you. You're going to have a choice to make. Here's the point. You're going to have a choice to make. You're going to have to go deep within, discerning, Nine of Swords in there, discerning what you want. I think you release this person. I think you focused on work, on yourself, on your beauty, on your charm, on whatever creative endeavors you're working on. And I feel like, yeah, you're running into so many different choices. I feel like abundance is coming at you in every single direction. All of them feel like good choices, winning, money tree, that sort of thing. And I feel like this other person owes you not only a confession about influences, on somebody they thought was a divine feminine that they chased, but they didn't. And now they're seeing you're probably better off without them. And they're feeling rejected and confused. That's a little bit of the background of this information over here, Leo. I think on this side, you're in the recovery mode. And if this person does come back, you're going to have to 2 and 2 and 2 make all these decisions. Maybe you're seeing 2, 2, 2. I do want to get you a number here. And I did have the 5 of Swords, and it is in the reverse. So they don't want to argue or fight. And it's past remembered, but not held on to. It's desire to reconcile and making amends and desire to forgive. That's the 5 of Swords in the reverse. And I feel like this person is not holding on to this past resentment. This is somebody who loves you a great deal. Loves you. But I do feel like you may be checking out other opportunities. Give me a number for Leo, an angel number on the way out the door. 4040. Love and connection. Love surrounds you. Open your heart and give and receive abundantly in your future. There you go, Leo. If you're looking for any kind of synchronicity, any kind of message, I feel like this one might be for you. Take it as it resonates. Again, before you leave, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us little creators try to grow our channels and get a broader footprint out in the universe. Second thing, if you want a personal reading, you can email me at 4th Dimension Tarot, or you can hit the calendar app in the description box below, and we can unpack some of this together. And lastly, if you want to learn some tarot, you can join us on School on Saturdays. It's always a lot of fun. It's pretty nominal fee, and you get a lot. Big bang for your buck. But until next time, love and light, Leo. Take care.